Hi, in this video, I'd like to share with you tips for driving instructors or how to become a good driving instructor. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while and you've been following me, you would know that I've been doing my job for last 20 years. So I've been a driving instructor for last 20 years and I have learned few things, gained few knowledge. Remember, we are not only teaching learners to learn to drive and to pass the driving test, we are also learning from the learners how to become a good driving instructor. So from my journey of 20 years, what I've learned and what I think a driving instructor needs to become a good driving instructor. Because I see many driving instructors following my channel, sharing my channel and videos to their learners to learn to drive and prepare for their lessons. So if you are a driving instructor or thinking of becoming a driving instructor, maybe this video will help you to do a job of a driving instructor. If you ask the question, who am I to give you the tips to become a good driving instructor? Answer to that, I would say that I'm just sharing my journey, just reminding myself what I've learned from my journey of 20 years so that I'm sharing, maybe it will help you. So number one, I would say passion and patience. To become a good driving instructor, you need to have the passion and then you need to have the patience. I say passion first. The reason is because if you come into this job without any passion, you're not going to have the patience. And without patience, this job will be difficult for you to carry on and doing a living for a long journey, for a long time. So first of all, before you come in to this job of becoming a driving instructor, or if you are a driving instructor, I hope you have the passion for this job. Remember, this is not just a job. People come to you for help. They need help on something. In this case, they need help for you to help them learn to drive and to pass the driving test. You need to have that passion to help people. If you have the passion, trust me, you will then have the patience, because teaching someone from the scratch to the level of learning to drive and to pass, it takes a lot of patience. You have to be patient. You're going to have people coming from different walks of life in different colors. And you have to adapt yourself to teach whoever you are teaching in the car. So you need to have the passion. So then you will have the patience. You will have some learners learning quickly. Some learners, it's difficult for them to learn. Driving is not something come easily to them. It's not their cup of tea. So you need to have the patience to help them with passion so that they feel that you are helping. You have to have that passion. If you make it as if it's just a job for you, your learner will feel that and they're not going to enjoy learning. They need to feel that whatever they do, it's okay and you are helping them happily with a smile. And for that, you need to have the passion for the job so that you will have the patience. So number one, I would say, make sure you have the passion for the job, also the patience. Without patience, you will never be a good driving instructor from my book, from my opinion. Number two, I would say listening and communication skills. You really need to have the listening skills and communication skills. Remember, this is not a job where you just sit and you are working on isolation by yourself. You are dealing with other people. You need to learn to listen what they say and then help them what they are saying. You need to communicate in a way so that they get it, they understand it. When you explain something, your communication has to be in a way so that they understand. According to their level, you are communicating with them. So you listen and then you communicate in a way they understand. Like I said, you will have quick learner, slow learner, medium learner, and according to that, you have to communicate with the student, with the learners. You have to have that skill. If you are teaching something new and you just become like a robot and you stick to that and you're not listening what they're saying, that's going to be difficult for you to be a good driving instructor because you're not communicating the way they need help. They are saying something, but you are sticking to something you want to teach. Remember, you have set the goal to teach something on the day, but then you need to listen what they're saying, and according to that, you are helping. So listening and communication, you will need to do this job and become a good driving instructor. Number three is the confidence. To have and to give. When we talk about confidence, As a driving instructor, you need to have the confidence as well as learn to give the confidence to the learners. It's no good just you having it and you're not giving the confidence to the learners. You need to make the learners feel that you have the confidence of doing your job, you know what you are doing, and they feel confidence, and also you are giving them the confidence. Because when they feel low and there's something they're not learning, it's not coming easily to them, so you are teaching them something new and they find it difficult. What do? You build a confidence to them. You give them a boost. You help them as much as you can. So give them the confidence. When they do something good, give them a clap. When they do something bad, don't put them down. This is the last thing you want to do. You want to give them the confidence because that's when they need the help. When you get a learner who's learning easily, that's not a challenge for you. That's easy making money. Your challenge is when you get somebody coming to you who needs help, whose the driving is not their cup of tea. That's a challenge for you. This is when you need to help. It's easy to teach somebody who doesn't need much help. It's harder to teach someone who needs more help. And this is when a good driving instructor comes in. You come in with confidence, giving them the confidence, helping them, giving their boost, boosting their confidence. Tell them that it might take time a little. Be honest to them and say, driving is not your cup of tea. Maybe it will take a little bit longer, but you will get there. Give them the confidence. Tell them, be honest to them. Don't put them down. Don't tell them off. Don't be hard on them. Because that way, they're not going to learn. And also, even if they pass with you, they're going to go and they're going to hate you for the rest of their life. Do you want that? You don't want that, do you? You want to make sure they have a good memory of you. My instructor was good. He was helping me. He was teaching me. He was giving me the confidence. This is the memory you want your learners to have of you after they pass their test. So you want to make sure that you are giving them the help by giving them the confidence when they do something wrong, when they find something hard to learn. You're pulling them up, giving them all the help they need, changing the way you are teaching. Adapt yourself according to your learner and help them. Like I said, you're going to have different people coming from different way of life, different walk of life, and they all learn differently. So you just have to adapt according to the learner, give them the confidence, boost their confidence, and help them. And that makes you a good driving instructor in my book. Number 4 is to know your learner. And this is one of the most crucial, important thing you as a driving instructor to find out. So in the first lesson, you ask as many questions to get to know your learner. Get to know what type of learner you are teaching. Because according to that, you will approach and teach them. If you just teach every learner the same way, it's not going to work. Because remember, like I said, there are some, they will learn easily, and there are some, driving is not their cup of tea. You're not going to use the same technique, same method teaching both. Because they're two different people, two different characters, two different way of thinking, two different way of learning. If you get a person in your car who's a practical person and they don't need much explaining to do, and if you explain too much, they're going to feel bored. They're going to get bored and they're going to feel like you are wasting their money, taking their time for nothing. Whereas on the other hand, there might be somebody who needs more explaining. If you don't explain, they don't feel confident, they don't feel comfortable you teaching, so they need more explaining before they go and do a subject. So it depends on what kind of learner you are teaching. So according to that, you have to adapt. So knowing your learner is one of the most important thing. Unless you know what kind of learner you are teaching, it's not going to help you, you're not going to help them. It's your job. They don't know. You as a driving instructor, you're a teacher, you need to know what kind of learner you are teaching. And the way you do that is on the first lesson, you ask them questions and you find out what kind of learner you are teaching, what kind of person, what is their strength of learning. Are they a practical person? Are they a theorist person? Once you know what kind of learner, it will help you to teach them easily, and also it will help them to learn quickly. Next is be friendly, at the same time be professional. Just friendly is not good enough, and just professional is not good enough. You need to have both. You need to be friendly with your learner. You need to make them feel they are your family member. They need to feel a teamwork. They are in a team. They shouldn't feel outside. They need to feel you are a family member to them and they feel close to you. You need to create that approach which is friendly approach. Same time, you need to be professional. They need to have that trust in you. They need to feel that they need to have that trust in you. You are professional, you're teaching them something they need to know, and that you are taking this job seriously. So being just professional is not good enough to me, because then it becomes like a job. And just friendly is not good enough either, because then they will feel you are just taking their money, coming in, smiling and taking their money. You need to be friendly, and you also need to be professional in your job. Your learners needs to feel they're your family member as well as you are professional for your job. Only then you will become a good driving instructor. Next is the knowledge of your job and the knowledge of the car that you are teaching. Because remember, you are a driving instructor. When you get a learner in your car, they expect you to have the knowledge. And you just passing the test and becoming a driving instructor is not good enough. You need to gain more knowledge. You need to keep up to date and keep learning. The more you gain knowledge about the job, the more better you become. The more you know about the car, every little details that will help you to pass the message on, pass the knowledge on to your learners. So having knowledge of the job, having knowledge of the car, it will help you to become better driving instructor. It will give you more confidence to become a better instructor. So it's not all about just giving homework to the learner for them to learn and achieve what they're learning. I would say, as a driving instructor, you also have homework to do to gain more knowledge about the job, gain more knowledge about the car that you are teaching. So if you are teaching a manual car, gain more knowledge about the clutch, because that's where they find difficult. Learn about the clutch, everything about the clutch. Only then you could pass the knowledge on to your learners. Because in the end, your knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, more you're going to feel confident, more power you're going to have to help your learners to reach their goal, to learn and to pass the test. That's the goal. So for this video, this is all I want to share in this video. And like I said, who am I to give you lectures, give you tips how to become a good driving instructor? Like I said, I'm only sharing what I've learned over the years. And like I said, I've been doing this for 20 years. And those things I've just shared with you, I've learned over the years. I didn't have all those knowledge on my first lesson. I had to learn all that over the years. And I'm just sharing with you. Hopefully it will help you. Maybe if you are thinking of becoming a driving instructor, or maybe you just became a driving instructor, hopefully this video will help you to become a good instructor, become a good friend to the learner, become a family member to them, so that you help them achieve their goal to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. Remember, this is not just a normal job. This is something which I feel is very special. It's a very gifted job. How many jobs do you have in the world where somebody comes to you because they need help and you help them and then they give you money at the end? How many jobs do you have? There are few jobs out there likes of driving instructors, because it's a job where you are helping people. You are giving them a life skills which they need in their everyday, day-to-day life. They need driving for everything. They need driving for their job, visiting families, visiting friends, going out. It's a life skill, and you are helping them to achieve that, and they pay you at the end. You know, for me, it's an honor to teach someone. I feel it's a gift for me teaching someone. When I see my learner learning and then passing the driving test, for me, it's a gift. And if you think that way, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel even more better to help the learner even more. It's the way you look at it, isn't it? If you don't have the passion, you're not going to like the job, because this is not just a normal regular job for me. I feel that I am helping someone achieve something which is a lifetime skill. They come to me for help, and at the end they pay me to pay my bills. It's something I love doing. It's like a hobby. I also pay my bills doing that. For me, it's a gifted job. So I hope it helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up, and please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so don't miss any of my future videos, and hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.